Ghana people, and that we respect their spiritual relationship with their country. Wrestle Rampage also acknowledges the Ghana people as the custodians of the Adelaide region, and that their cultural and heritage beliefs are just as important to the living Ghana people today. We would also like to pay our respects to Aboriginal people visiting and attending from other areas of South Australia.
One-night tournaments, they're the real proving ground for wrestlers.
I said that whoever wins the Conquest tournament is the Australian national champion, something that no one else has ever done.
On any given night, anyone can get lucky, anyone can win one match. Can you withstand 3 matches in one night?
The unfortunate reality of the situation is that only one person can emerge victorious.
I've got my eyes set on the final and regaining the Australian National Championship.
I am the youngest wrestler in this tournament.
Opportunities like this don't come knocking every day.
You need the example Ricky South.
One thing none of these other competitors know is how much I relish in a challenge. Come find the end.
At any given moment, you could lose your place, your chance for immortality.
I have never been the Australian national champion, and that needs to change.
My future starts now.
I am making my way to the top.
They can jump straight to the top of Australian wrestling.
I've done it before and I'll do it again.
And write their name in the history books.
I am alone at the top of the mountain.
With the performance of a lifetime.
For Conquest, it's quite simple. 8 wrestlers over 7 matches, 6 of which come from Wrestle Rampage on the 5th Wrestle Rampage event of the year.
gentlemen, welcome to Conquest 2. My name's Matt Hyde. What a great intro by Sean there and all the 8 wrestlers involved tonight. We are straight into it. Match 1. This crowd is bananas. Ricky South versus Corndog. You see best in the business. Alex Frost there making sure the jacket's alright. He throws the jacket. My God. Already some gigantic action. Underway.
The Conquest tournament means anything can happen. I want to cast your mind back to March of this year. A couple of months ago, recent memory, one of the matches that took place was this very contest.
That's right.
Ricky South challenging Corndog for what was then his Australian national title.
Exactly right. And while this isn't, it is a rematch, this isn't obviously for the title, but the winner will go on to perhaps challenge for the title.
That's it. And remember, so much history between these two competitors. You'll see a lot of what is transpiring tonight can trace its lineage back to Bad Moon Rising.
Yes.
As we said, one of which was Ricky South and Corndog. It was a well-placed spladle from Corndog, a wrestling technique, pure amateur style that toppled the example Ricky South.
That's right. Whoa!
You have to wonder, what game plan is Ricky South looking to implement this time around? He said he is back here for revenge. It's not just to win the Conquest tournament, it's to get his win back.
And it seems personal, Sean. I don't know when you were doing the announcing if you noticed. Ricky South came out, he couldn't take his eyes off Corndog. He kept, all the wrestlers were lined up, all 8 of them. He kept looking at Corndog, he kept glancing at him, glaring at him. He clearly wants that victory back. Whoa!
The problem here is as an imposing of a figure, as the example is, Corndog is 290 pounds, he is 6'6". He always, in every single contest, uses that strength advantage to manhandle his opponent.
It's so rare that you see Corndog even equal in a test of strength.
You have to wonder how much is going through the mind of Corndog. He can't just be thinking of Ricky South. You have to look all across the bracket. And the one thing on everyone's mind is, as Corndog said, I've done it once, I can do it again. Corndog is the defender of the Conquest tournament this year.
Right, it's how he got into that title shot to eventually win the title. So he will be hoping that history repeats and he can be a 2-time Conquest winner and therefore a 2-time champion.
You can see just from the bell rung, as soon as the bell rung, these have been on top of one another. There is no give, there is no letting the foot off the pedal. This thing has just been smashed mouth. You have to wonder, we've got Wreckin Will Gibson on this contest.
There are some big units.
If you are Corndog or if you're Ricky South, how do you balance out between wanting to dominate your opponent and needing to conserve your strength? If you win, great. There's still 2 more matches that you have to contend with if you want to walk away the victor.
Well, it's a careful balance as well, because then what if you didn't go hard enough and you're out straight away, and then you think about, I had more to give. So it is a really careful balance.
Back body drop from Corndog. Really just kind of keeping Ricky South on his feet the entire time. Corndog, a man on a mission. Havok talked about his white whale, something that he has never been able to accomplish, that being the Australian National Championship. We'll of course see him later on tonight against the history maker Delta. But for Corndog, he has to be looking at the one man that has eluded him, Tommy Knight, the current champion, who fell. Corndog, not only emphatically, but decisively.
Shockingly is what I would say, shockingly. I mean, frankly, I think we were both stunned. Couldn't believe it. Unbelievable match by Neil. Look at that. Oh, and the eye count.
The eye count's there. The example of what a professional wrestler should be, utilizing the referee to his advantage in order to gain
and he thanks him afterwards as well, Ricky South. Thanks, referee Alex Frost, for the assist, you might call it.
First chop of many tonight, potentially. These two are so brutal. Ricky South, though he Well, he professes to be a clinical wrestler, the example of what a wrestler should be. As much as he may loathe the idea of getting into a brawl, the proof is in the pudding right now. He will batter with the best of them if he needs.
He's a powerhouse wrestler. I mean, it'd have to be 2 count. It'd have to be at that sort of size. Like, you'd be foolish not to use your power. He's a tall guy. He may be, or I don't know the dimensions, but he's one of the tallest here. He nearly looks eye to eye with Corndog, only a few inches shorter.
Ricky South, 6'3", definitely on the taller end of a scale, especially the competitors here. We have people like Punch from Istria, Solomun, Blackwell, Delta. Havok, you're looking at 2 of the behemoths in this tournament here. The question has to be asked, what happens if Corndog this year gets taken out first round? Corndog goes the limit last year, this year, out of medium.
He'd be bitterly disappointed because all champions feel after they lose deserve a rematch. So he'd feel bitterly disappointed that one, he's not getting the rematch. He's had to go through this Conquest title, and then to go out first to the second round, maybe not even get a rematch. Who knows if he even gets to fight Tommy along the way. So yeah, I think he'll be bitterly disappointed if he goes out anywhere other than the final round.
You have to be wondering, does Corndog hope that Tommy Knight makes it to the finals? And does Corndog make it to the finals? Are they on opposite sides of the bracket? Can they meet in the finals? Do they meet somewhere in the semi? We just don't know, but you have to wonder if he wants to make that 1 apiece at the moment. We're looking for the tiebreaker.
That's right, we need that rubber match. It's a Wrestle Rampage epic. We'd love to see that rubber match between the two.
And if you notice there, you can see, I don't know if it's a cut or a welt right below the left eye of Ricky South.
You can indeed. And the crowd is up and about for the Corndog.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Elevated, elated, electric. Lion Arts Factory here running wild. Corndog.
Oh! He's got the boot over the ref.
I don't know if you saw that. Ricky South looking to pull Alex Frost in again. Corndog had it scouted.
One too many times to the same trick.
Oh my God. The strength of Corndog looking potentially an electric chair drop here. Ricky South paddling, hoping just to get off here.
Unsure what he was attempting there. I would have gone for a choke slam or some sort of source drop.
Of course, now you're looking here. Now Corndog, you can see targeting that eye of Ricky South.
Yeah, interesting stuff. And will that play a part if Ricky South... Oh!
Gigantic suplex from the top. This is exactly what we're talking about. If you suffer an injury here in the first round, you have to carry that for the rest of the night.
You've got to get through or not show up, and then your opponent gets a free walkthrough.
Both Corndog and Ricky South, tremendously proud competitors, barely getting his shoulder up. 2.5 there.
Wow.
You see here what this means. This isn't like last year where it was an opportunity to face the champion. This is the opportunity to become the champion.
That's right. That's right. So we've upped it to the next level. This will get you the championship. It's sitting right in front of us here on this desk. The winner of this tournament will be wearing this belt.
Sauce! Corndog.
There it is. Sauce!
Finding his footing.
Sauce!
Punching through.
Oh!
Gaining momentum. Looking to better the example.
Oh no!
Patented Manhattan drop. The Ricky South, big boot to boot. Clubbing forearm slash that 1-2-3 combo.
Wow.
What the example.
Using using 2 sets of ropes. Unbelievable.
Oh, again.
And that is an extreme display of power.
To lift up 290 pounds effectively like it was nothing.
Oh, that's the kicker. I think he took a little bit too long to pin him there, Sean.
We are just in the opening 10 minutes of this contest, and already the wear and tear is beginning to show. And it's kind of a luck of the draw. You really don't know. How do you prepare? You simply don't know. Sure, you can prepare for your opening bracket. What about what comes next? Do you prepare for 6 other people?
Well, not to downplay anyone in the bracket, obviously, but you've got to feel for Ricky South. His first opponent is the former champ.
Oh God, case in point, he might be looking to put it away with the pile driver.
Wow.
And at this portion of the match, really, no, oh my God!
Power just the 2 count. My God.
Skyrocketing the example up in the air for a thunderous impact there. Corndog now has an opportunity, potentially, and you can see he's calling for it. He's looking to put away the example.
Looking for that choke slam.
Ricky South might not simply know where he is at the moment. Goozled. This might be that time.
He has him. This is it, Sean.
Wait a minute. Backed himself in the corner. Corndog had it scouted there, thankfully.
But he's still got him.
Wait for it. Still right in.
Speeder on the rope.
Speeder on the rope. Good start.
The speeder on the rope, Sean.
And the winner of this match, moving on to the semi-final. The example, Ricky South.
There's no other way to put that. He got cheated. He got cheated, did the Corndog.
The potential favourite, one of the favourites to win this contest, just got knocked off in the first round.
First round. And I'll tell you, if we had a video ref, we'd probably be going back again, but that's the way wrestling goes.
I simply cannot believe it. Corndog now leaves not being able to face off for his rematch against the Prodigy, but now a potentially injured Ricky South has to face off and go on further into the night.
Yeah, he needs to get that cut looked at. And geez, Corndog would be bitterly disappointed with that.
The following contest is the next first round match in the Conquest tournament and is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first.
Just like that, we are right into it. Match 2, round 1 is a slap.
Oh my God!
In the way yet, I haven't rung the bell, but
you talked about the stakes. What the hell was that?
handshake.
Yes, a sign of respect. If you thought Ricky South versus Corndog was going to be a slugfest, wait until you see these two Goliaths.
This is going to be a fight.
Stalwarts of Wrestle Rampage, Punk Drunk Istria, former Australian national champion, and here's a statistic for you. Wreckin' Bull Will Gibson has never won a heavyweight championship title.
That's crazy, and it's crazy to think.
However, Will Gibson now striking out on his own in singles competition. Of course, the very first Australian national tag team champion.
Of course, and has spent a lot of time in the tag team division, although he is known for his singles as well. Look at this.
Istria firing on all cylinders here tonight.
Look at this.
From pillar to post, corner to corner, just on top of Will Gibson.
He looks in mighty good nick, Istria.
Istria said it! Istria said it himself. I am one of the most dangerous competitors in this ring, and I just don't give a damn.
Yeah, wow.
Falcon Arrow! Of course, lest we forget, conversely, the words of Will Gibson are these slaps the raw chest of Istria. Will Gibson said, and this is a scary thought, I've been holding back, and I'm not holding back anymore.
It's crazy to think. In a tournament like this, though, you got to wonder. We don't often see Gibson in long matches, so you just got to wonder, how does 3 matches affect him? Whereas someone like Istria, remember his title run, he was renowned 20 to 30-minute matches. 3 quick matches could be just one of his title matches.
Well, that's exactly it. And remembering as well that both these competitors actually were not in Conquest last year. In fact, Corndog was the only competitor from last year to make a return. Pump handle slam there.
Hell of a statistic that one. It's 7 new wrestlers. Oh, nobody home.
Also, a quick little crucifix pin. Istria maybe, I hesitate to say stealing the victory, but definitely this is the thing with Istria. He can get you in a variety of pinfalls and submissions. Get a quick victory.
Oh my God! What a slap!
Cast your mind back to the last time we were here at Lion Arts Factory when Wreckin Will Gibson chopped the goddamn life out of Edward Dusk.
That's right. It was a brutal showing, and I think the Lion Arts Factory crowd loved it. They love a good chop out here.
How exactly do you compare to someone like Wreckin Will Gibson, a man renowned for just brute force, unbridled strength? Do you go pound to pound with strength, or do you try to submit it with an armbar?
Just a 2 count. That's the crazy thing so far about Istria is seemingly his tactic is that he is happy to brawl with him at the moment, which I would have thought.
Oh! Well into an arm breaker there. Looking to snap that arm. We know Istria can take a limb and he can break it off your body unless you tap out first. You can see that.
There we go. It's a rope break.
A Wreckin Ball. The Wreckin wasn't quite seeing. There we go. We got it.
There we go.
Sorry, I thought
Savage.
Thought Nick Savage didn't see it, but of course he did. A veteran of the business here.
One of the best in the business. Nick Savage has been around for so long.
Big brute is just sizing up. Will Gibson, who had it scouted, manhandling and hanging up his chest straight off the top there.
He's going to throw him straight into the crowd, and I'm not sure they were ready for that sort of shenanigans. Sit down powerbomb.
See Gibson almost taking the time to wonder, where should I dump Istria?
Yeah.
Where should I put it?
He had him held up in something like a press almost.
And the hair is down. Winding up here, building up a head of steam. Istria doesn't know it's coming.
God.
Straight almost out of the ring there. Oh my God. Hodge, we might be looking for the burning hammer straight away here.
Oh, he's hit it.
Oh my God.
He actually has hit it. This could be over.
He's hit the burning hammer. This could be it. They're ready.
Oh my God, he kicked out just a 2 count.
2 count again. Nick had it pulled here. That was indeed 2. And a flabbergasted Will Gibson wondering what's next. What next form of brutality do I inflict upon the warrior that is Istria?
That's the sort of resilience you're going to get out of Istria. We know this man, you can't easily beat this guy. But I'm actually surprised at how easily Will Gibson's able to offload his offense. It's been quite surprising.
You kind of put a point on this earlier. Notice that both men are happy to play with each other's game.
Yeah.
Wreckin Will Gibson having to throw around and grapple with Punjab Istria, and Istria is just clubbing blows, matching pound for pound with the Wreckin Ball.
Just surprising on Istria's front. I really did think he'd do the Rich Franklin special, start on the ground, go for ankle locks, go for leg locks, but yeah, here he is, throwing kicks, throwing punches.
I was about to say.
Could be part 2, burning Hammy, lands on his feet.
He had his gun, might be looking for an armbar here.
Well, that is a precarious, but he hasn't quite got it locked though.
You can see Wreckin Ball trying to, oh my, wait, he tapped out. And the winner of this match, moving on to the semi-final. By submission, Punch from Istria.
Wow, he tapped out during the count. Luckily, Istria had his shoulder up, and what if he didn't?
away from a 3K, and Wreckin says it right there. I was that close. You were that close.
Wow.
Hodge, and this is the unlock. Wreckin Gibson. What a 2023 we're going to see from here.
I mean, that is a hell. I mean, he didn't beat him, but that's a hell of a showing against one of the best Wrestle Rampage has to offer.
The following contest is the next first round contest in the Conquest tournament, and it is Blackwell.
This will be another interesting match. The master of Mayhem, Havok, the hardcore king, with some singles glory.
I talked about how a lot of things can be tied back to Bad Moon Rising. Bad Moon Rising, back in March, Havok and Link were 1 day away from a full calendar year as the Australian National Tag Team Champions. They lost those titles to the current champions, Amber and Robby Hart, and since then, Havok has now turned his focus to his self-professed white whale. He has never, believe it or not, Havok has never been the Australian National Champion.
It is hard to believe, but also at the same time not. He always loved. You can't win the World Championship or the Australian National Championship doing hardcore matches, doing death matches, beating guys with thumbtacks, kendo sticks.
Now you're kind of looking at the tail of the tape here. We have the most experienced man in this competition against Delta, who's only been around, and I don't say only in a derogatory sense, only been around for a couple of years, and look at what she's accomplished in just a few years.
Yeah, it's more of it's hard to believe sense, because you would just think when you think Australian wrestling, it's hard not to think of someone like Delta.
Delta, since coming to Wrestle Rampage, has been a force to be reckoned with. Taking point, taking down the Master of Mayhem with brute strength.
Whoa!
Now Havok not going to take that lying down, literally and metaphorically.
Havok, he's the master of the cheap plays. He'll trip you, he'll poke your eyes, he'll do all those things. He's such a veteran when it comes to that sort of stuff.
Delta, of course, representing Riot City Wrestling here, has wrestled all over the country, has been champions elsewhere. Oh my God! But as we said, I'm here to be a history maker.
That's right.
Delta's looking to stand her claim right in the middle of that ring. It's not going to say Wrestle Rampage, it'll say Delta, new Australian national champion, potentially. Just back and forth here. Nicely executed crucifix pin there.
And I just got a feel that Havok.
Oh my goodness, Delta sidestepped by Havok, taken to the outside heel. It's that veteran experience.
He needed that break. Dare I say it, he was looking a little overwhelmed move there. He needed this break. He's going to go take her somewhere a little more comfortable. The outside. He's got a little bit of time. Oh my God!
All bets are off. There are only 8 competitors. You have to remember, one of these 2 people, we may be looking at the next champion. There's not going to be any punches pulled. There's not going to be any mercy. It's all for the goal.
That's right.
Listening out. Oh! Swiping! Taking a bit of skin off Havok there.
That was brutal. She'll perhaps go back for another one. I think she liked it.
Look at the grin there, Delta. Maybe not more. Smile wiped clear off the face. Now etched pain as she is backdropped on the hardest part of the ring.
And that's what we've come to expect from Havok there. He knew he'd get a chance, use some of that illegal areas of the ring there to get an advantage, and now looking much more comfortable. Look at him. Oh!
Great! We had front row view there. Elbow smash right into the jaw of Delta. Delta now coming back just as strong. Oh! Takes the second one.
Back elbow by Havok. Havok has looked good since stepping back in the ring the second time there. Delta needs to compose herself here if she wants to make it out of this round.
It's almost... Oh! Vicious dropkick from the second rope there. It's almost easy for us to forget that he used to be a singles competitor. For the better part of, 2 years now, it has been the adventures of Havok and Lee.
That's right.
We've not had an opportunity to see what a Havok going for the Australian National Championship looks like.
And more often than not, when he was in a singles match, tended to be that hardcore style, that brutality type matches. I feel like it's been so long, it probably hasn't, but I feel like it's been so long since we've seen him in a true one-on-one match.
So, we now know what the bracket entails. We saw it on the board there. You now know, in the semi-finals, we indeed have Ricky South, who felled the previous year's winner. Corndog. Ricky South will be going one-on-one with Punch Drunk Istria in the semi-finals. On this side of the bracket, it is either Havok or Delta against either Solomun, Blackwell or the reigning champion Tommy Knight.
Exactly. What a brutal. When you start fantasy picking those matches, geez, there's so many exciting matches you can make. You almost want to lose this bracket just so you can see the other 2 as well.
Right, so you look at the two newcomers, so to speak, in the wrestling industry comparatively. What is a Delta versus Solomun Blackwell affair look?
Can you imagine?
Sheer force and strength against the quickness and ingenuity of the end.
That's the great thing about these Conquest tournaments is sometimes you see matches that you wouldn't usually see.
Oh! Wonderful! Something we have seen from Havok before. Won't do the trick!
Wow.
I mean, let's look at the complete other end of the spectrum. What if it was the Master of Mayhem putting his hat in the ring against the reigning champion? Havok versus Tommy Knight.
Yeah, almost the second coming of the Master, although I shouldn't say that if Tommy hits his back. He's very adamant that he is one in he's just unique.
Once. Of course, as Delta is getting about to be put into a surfboard stretch here.
Wow. Look at that submission hold.
Now fantasize 2 of the powerhouses of this contest. What if we had Delta versus Tommy Knight? Wow. Hey, what if we had Havok versus Solomun Blackwell? The opportunities are endless.
Yeah, and that's why Conquest is so great and why you should be tuning in. A yearly event. If you're watching this at home, definitely get out to the next Conquest because there's so many great matchups and you just never know what you're going to get.
You see the quick thinking of Havok there to turn a surfboard stretch into a pinning predicament, almost coming away with the 3.
Yeah.
This thing over 2 decades of experience. Havok knows every way there is to beat him. He might not have a chair or a table or thumbtacks at his disposal, doesn't make him any less dangerous.
That's right, he's probably seen it before.
This has been a back and forth affair here. Master Mayhem, Delta with the spear! Oh my God! 1, 2.
Oh, just the 2 count.
2.99. Can you hear the crowd coming unglued here?
Oh man, there's going to be controversy there, Sean.
You can see people in the audience counting 3,
There's going to be controversy there, and the crowd is not happy. What? Listen, my God, he got very close on that third. Oh, imagine this! The two! Surely not. Can you imagine? I would have counted three just to blow up the crowd anyway.
Delta can almost smell it, almost taste it. She can almost feel it here. Coming off the rope. Oh, my gigantic big boot. Now Packet Pile Driver. It's Albu. Hodge, get the bell ready.
That is brutal.
Good God. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the foot's on the rope. The foot is on the rope, Sean. That's instinct. That's pure instinct from Delta. Absolute instinct.
Havok kicking out of the spear. Delta having the wherewithal to put the foot on the rope to escape the Packet Pile Driver, and this crowd firmly getting behind the history maker. What in God's name does Havok have to do this point? We know what it is. Two times the charge.
Looks for over. Wait a minute. There's a pin attempt there.
Two.
And he got out. Some sort of tiger bomb. Did not work. Wow. Big elbow.
You can see here, this is exactly what it comes down to. 3 seconds is all it takes. A couple of seconds is all you need to keep your opponent on the mat. Now,
the backdrop.
Delta again having the wherewithal to use the rope to her advantage. Spinning around.
Oh my God. This could be it. F5.
The velocity. Straight forward.
Wow, what a match.
And the winner of this match, moving on to the semi-finals of the CONQUEST tournament,
Delta hits the F5. I thought we were going to see some serious controversy there, Sean. I swear, Alex Ross has nearly hit the 3 count on that.
The brackets are shoring up here. We have Wreckin South going up against Istria, and now Delta will either face Solomun Blackwell or the Prodigy himself, Robby.
And now, for the final first round contest, it's scheduled for Whitehall.
You go run up if you want. Have mercy on me, man. Many, man. Wish that for me. Yeah, I don't cry no more. I don't look to the sky no more. I got it on.
Weighing in at 185 pounds.
You go run up if you want.
This is smoothest wrestler. What a trail like a story that you ride in your
Shoot first, shoot back, oh none, who back, automatic on the root club. Shoot first, shoot back, oh none, who back, automatic on the root club. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold. Have mercy on me, have mercy on my soul. Don't let my heart turn cold.
And his opponent.
I'm on a rampage, mask on my damn face.
He is the Australian National Champion.
match in this tournament, potentially the most important one here, we decide whether we are going to have a brand new champion or if Tommy Knight is still intention to walk away with the title.
Great point.
Tommy Knight first declared just a few months ago that he was going to be in this tournament. He was the very first one. This was his idea.
He basically announced the tournament, really. I mean, we were going to have a conquest, but he essentially announced it and said, hey, I'm in it. It's for the belt. Which is an unusual strategy, if I'm being honest with you. I suppose he didn't want the night off.
And it's kind of the thing to remember as well is that Tommy Knight, we've said it time and time again, he wrestles with a chip on his shoulder. He always believed, I should be the champion. I should be at the top. But now that he's at the top, how does he up the ante?
Yeah.
He puts himself willingly in an 8-person tournament.
And conversely, this is a great opportunity for Solomun Blackwell, honestly. I mean, I know he's relinquished the title as part of the conquest, but this is essentially a title match.
That's exactly right. All eyes are on Solomun Blackwell, the enigma himself, a man who can twist you up, tie you up, hits creative moves on the spot, essentially.
Having just said that, I do kind of feel for Solomun Blackwell here because if he beats Tommy Knight, on any other night he would have become the champion, but now he's got to be 2 other blocks.
And then you have to imagine that Solomun Blackwell becomes the one to beat. If he's the one to dethrone the champion, to dethrone Tommy Knight, who has had a monumental 2023.
Oh, absolutely.
You essentially put a target on your back.
For me, this is the winner of this becomes the #1 seed in my book. I mean, obviously, if Tommy Knight comes through, he was the champion. But if Solomun Blackwell is able to get a victory here, then he's something else.
You can see here, Tommy Knight looks like he's just playing with his food here.
Yeah, look at this.
You know the Prodigy is not going to be taking Solomun Blackwell lightly, of course not. But Tommy Knight has already visualized himself in the final. He has already visualized himself raising the title above his head. For Tommy Knight, it's already a surety. It's just a formality at this point.
That's right, of course. He wouldn't have put himself in this. Whoa! Wow, what a roll through.
Oh, Tommy Knight responding behind here.
He would not have put himself in this conquest tournament if he didn't think he would win it, and if he didn't think he'd win it easily. In fairness, that's the type of man Tommy Knight is.
You have to wonder. Check the stopwatch. See how long Blackwell is in the air for. A new record here at the Lighthouse Factory. Solomun Blackwell, just a few rotations more, could have landed drop bang on his head. And again, this brings up a point. You need to somehow fend off injury. Fend off permanent scars, bruises, broken arm, a broken leg.
That's right, and for Solomun Blackwell here, I mean, this has to be the biggest disadvantage, because even if you do beat Tommy Knight, you just fought Tommy Knight. It weighs it up. Sure, if you win, you still have to go through a match with him, and then you have to fight 2 more guys.
And we know that one of them is Delta.
That's right. In fact, I could say 2 more guys. The next one will be Delta.
Speaking of dropping on his head, Solomun Blackwell up and over. There is over 100 pounds of difference. Over 100 pounds of difference between these 2 men.
That's crazy. That's about your weight.
There is no weight class here at Wrestle Rampage. It is simply luck of the draw here.
It honestly feels like Tommy Knight's sort of playing around here, isn't he? Tommy Knight here is, with all due respect to Solomun Blackwell here, Tommy Knight looks to be in a different league at the moment. Anything can happen. It's a fight. One punch, one move, it can be all over. But at the moment, Tommy Knight looks extremely confident.
Solomun Blackwell has to keep weathering this storm. Blackwell has to look for a small sliver of an opportunity here.
Exactly.
A weakness, a chink in the armor as it were. Do you roll Tommy Knight up? Do you get his weight to go against him? You need to find some way. Again, as I said, 3 seconds is all it takes.
There it is.
There you go. That's exactly the opening we're looking for here.
Straight into a 2 count. That's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to dodge something, try something. There you go. Look at this combo. Speed.
keep up this momentum here and kind of escape the clutches of Tommy Knight, just like he's doing here. The longer this match goes on, you have to wonder who does this exactly. Who has the advantage? Oh! Tommy Knight eviscerated both Rat Daddy and Punch from Istria less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This match goes over that. Who knows?
Yeah, you have to remember those title matches were quick. He beat him. He beat Rat Daddy to win the title. It was under 10 minutes. It's crazy.
Blackwell, not sure how wise this is, trying to go blow to blow with the Prodigy. As you see, one elbow strike took him to his knee.
Going for the brainbuster. Didn't get it.
Has it scouted. There we go.
Wow, that was clean.
Putting a bit of strength behind it here. Blackwell needs to be careful. Again, you give... The other thing is you don't want to give Tommy an opening.
Oh my God.
See the look of discomfort on the face of those just around the ring.
Wow.
Again, just manhandling. Coming out of it. Super kick straight to the face of Tommy Knight. Bouncing on his feet here.
Tommy Knight does not look well with it at all. But Nick says on a head injury check. Oh my God, the decapitation.
Tommy Knight, he doesn't have a head, he doesn't have a brain at this point at least. He's seeing stars here. Solomun managing to get over. Oh!
And what an upset that would have been.
Less than half a second away. 2 count here. 2 count just. If you are Tommy Knight, you have to... Do you get more frustrated? Are you getting afraid? Do you worry now? Does the doubt start to creep into your head? Have you underestimated the end?
Clearly he has. I honestly think he surely thought he was going to go through this match within a few minutes.
Blackwell. Oh my God. He's caught that bear-like grip there of the Prodigy and fighting with every ounce of strength left in him. You see the desperation of Blackwell there, just flailing arms, anything to get out. I don't know if you saw there, Hod. Tommy Knight was looking for the lariat. Wow. The thunderous clothesline has him caught.
There you go. Oh my God! So we lost down there for just a second. We are back in business.
Oh my God! Just enough to get the victory here.
Wow! Tommy Knight has just pinned Solomun Blackwell.
I was so excited there. I ripped the cord out of the recording equipment, and it was enough for a lariat to ensure the victory.
A beautiful lariat. Tommy Knight. Sure respect there from Tommy Knight. Gives him a slight applause.
Delta versus Tommy Knight.
I'm already booking in the calendar. Solomun Blackwell, though, could be pretty happy with that performance. I'm sure he wanted to come away the Australian National Champion, but that's a hell of a showing against the man who currently holds the title.
with a bang here, a sucker punch to Joey Graham here.
I had yet to sit down. And Ricky South throwing sucker punch to the supporting act.
The match hadn't even started now. You have to wonder, how smart of a play was that? Have you gotten into Istria's head, or have you simply just pissed him off?
I can't explain it. I genuinely can't explain what I've just seen there.
Want to once again thank Joey Graham and Pretendera for giving us the intermission band act here. I can't even speak at the moment.
They rocked. They rocked out. That was cool.
Punctuated by his head getting rocked here. Both these men now, it is important to remember, have had one match apiece.
Yeah, that's right. They're worn. These guys are worn at the moment.
Battle tested, both just as potentially exhausted as the other here, and yet you see how proud both these men are, immediately going for a test of strength.
Wow.
I say my work was cut out for me. I didn't even have to announce either man.
Oh no, that's nice of Joey to do that for you.
Now, Ricky South wisely getting to the ropes here. Give yourself a break. Trying to sucker punch Istria now, but Punchrum has it scouted. And I was gonna draw attention to the welt below Ricky's eye, but now you have a look here, the right arm of Istria clutching his ribs there.
Yeah, not ideal there. And we did mention that in the Corndog match. You know, there was a welt, there was a cut under the eye. You gotta wonder, how's that gonna affect Ricky South?
But of course, we have to remember as well, is that Istria was dumped onto the ropes by Wreckin Will gives an absolutely hellacious match in itself, tends to come out with some sore ribs.
That's right, yeah. I mean, that was a beatdown. It's pretty rare that you have to have a match with Wreckin Gibson and then back it up with another match. It's hard to believe, but Istria's doing it right now.
Now you can see, like a shark smelling blood, the example going straight for the potentially injured ribs of the warrior of Punchrum Istria. You have to wonder, those well-formed strikes of Istria, will he capitalize in kind and go for that welt?
What a block! Oh, and Hurricane!
I believe the second one that Istria has pulled out tonight. Tried and true. Both these men now have a blueprint for victory. Istria managed to come away with a tap-out victory. Almost took the 3 count, but it brings up a very valid point. Istria can get you anywhere at any time with any hold.
He's the best submission guy in the business. Honestly, he's so dangerous. Armbar, heel hooks, leg locks, the whole lot. And Ricky South's got to be careful about that.
And you see here, Istria tied up in the ropes, harkening back to just a short while ago. Ricky South using those ropes to his advantage. To fell the defending Conquest champion Corndog. Istria has to have eyes in the back of his head and really have that ring awareness to ensure that Ricky South doesn't take any liberties.
Yeah, that's right. Ricky South getting some choice advice from the Flying Ass Factory crowd.
Example, man who believes he is the quintessential professional wrestler. He does admit that he is in a tournament of the best of the best. He believes himself at the top of the pack here. You have to imagine the confidence that is now emanating from Ricky South, having won back his victory from Corndog.
That's right.
He took away the potential favorite.
I mean, in his mind, that was his first goal achieved. So very few in this tournament have set goals like Ricky South has. So it's an intelligent strategy.
Oh, backslide by Istria. 2.5 there.
That's the 2 count.
And now, looking for that abdominal stretch, catching Istria, really stretching those
brutal too.
Talking the sides. Right in the middle of the ring, a well-placed strike. And if you have a look there on the ribs, just above the tight line of Istria, you can see a welt beginning to appear himself.
You can. Ricky South. I mean, we've seen him a few times at Wrestle Rampage, but he's one of the best.
Now, almost seamlessly, the abdominal stretch has been moved over. And
again.
Jockeying for position here, but now, and I keep saying this again and again, you will see these tactics employed. Ricky South using the ropes. Vicious, stiff strike to the back.
Wow!
You can see those shin guards. I'll tell you what, shin guards or not, there is no protecting yourself from a well-placed Istria strike.
Well, the shin guards aren't there to protect the guy getting kicked.
No.
They're there to protect the man's shins so he can do more kicking.
And now, Dusk over the top rope, over the railing there. South finding himself in a very dangerous position here. Right out into lion arts here. Oh my God. Hodge.
Oh no.
Istria sees something. He's going through the middle. Up and up.
Oh my God, Istria!
Landing on his feet.
Like a cat over the top rope.
We are at the semi-finals here. We thought we'd seen it all. We thought we'd seen exactly what these competitors were going to employ as a game plan. I did not have over the railing in my bingo card.
Oh! Yeah, I did not expect that. I mean, you often do see at the Lionhouse Factory some sort of brawl into the bar, but rarely do you see a guy jump over the ring into the crowd.
And this is again where you have to balance things out. Istria taking chances, taking liberties, but at the same time he puts himself in danger of another injury.
I think that's what he's got to do to beat Ricky South. Ricky South recovered already.
Oh, he always has himself caught.
He's got the armbar. It's not very legal, but it's still going to hurt. It's still going to hurt a lot.
The aggression of the example, that, I mean, understandable anger almost cost him there. Launched himself at Istria and suffered the consequences. Istria had a scatter. Over. Ricky South with a moment to spare. Wisely ducks under the oncoming onslaught.
You can tell Ricky South is not feeling well with that left arm. You wonder how much use he'll have out of that left arm. And if he was to win here, how's he going to go in the next match?
Exactly at this point, how do either of these men stack up? Remembering that regardless, either Ricky South or Punch Drunk Istria will be facing off against either Delta or the current champion.
Whoa! And I've got to say, credit to these guys who will put him on a 2 count.
Transitioning over how quickly one pinfall became another. Now looking for a backslide, has the leg hook as well.
The leg as well. Oh!
Alex Frost here has his work cut out for him. Pinfall after pinfall, submission after submission.
Just dodges it, and that is a deadlift German suplex attempt.
Gut wrench.
Oh!
Gut wrench. It's a gourdbuster there. Slamming the injured ribs of Istria down onto his knee.
Finally, a bit of respite. Usually you'd see a guy goes over the top, we might get a bit of rest there, but seemingly not.
Such an important moment in this match. Both men need to take this opportunity to recuperate, to gather their breath, and to really think about what their next strategy is here.
Ricky South pretty happy with that. Oh! So smart by Istria.
Oh my good Lord! Just an unforgiving strike into the pad, into the face. Well-placed knee from Istria! Straight into the armbar!
Hasn't quite got it locked though yet. back, Sean.
Ricky South has that
Beautiful
class.
defense as he's pushing him down. He's nearly got a pin here.
We saw this last time here. Shade of Wreckin Ball. And
Beautiful stomps to the head of Istria there.
you have to think Ricky South was watching the first round. He knew that he was in the exact same position as Wreckin Ball.
Yeah.
Employed a strategy. You have to think that Istria will not go to that well again, at least not in that form.
No way.
Looking for the pile driver.
2 attempts, no luck. Istria using his body weight beautifully there.
Trying to wear down his opponent. Over. No! Into a sunset flip! Ricky South has to be very careful here.
Istria now. Oh, he calls for the crowd. He's still got a bit of...
Spinning tornado DDT from Istria off the rope. He's calling it. Looking for a guillotine choke.
It's a beautiful guillotine choke in the middle of the ring. All of Ricky South's weight being forced to hold up Istria, but that may come back to bite Istria.
And you have to know, Ricky South knows he cannot go to the floor. If he heads to the floor, if he goes out, then he's in prime position. He may not even tap, he may just pass out.
He's turned that into a Kimura lock here. Back into the guillotine. Whoa!
Up and over. Again, with that knee buster, with the gut buster, sorry. Now, up.
Oh, there's that
pile driver, oh my God. Planted pile driver from Ricky South. 1, 2. Oh my God. And the winner of this match, moving on to the finals of the CONQUEST tournament, the example, Ricky South. Is a semi-final match in the CONQUEST tournament and is set to go 1-0.
Delta, it's time!
I'm on a rampage, mask on my damn face.
To time here. We are well over the halfway mark here of the Conquest tournament. The finals are shaping up, Hodge. We already know one side. Ricky South is one step away from becoming our brand new Australian national champion.
Wow, can you imagine that? Ricky South versus whoever of these two are going to win, and frankly, this is a dream matchup. Tommy Knight versus Delta is a dream matchup.
And if you ask the people here at Lion Arts, firmly, squarely behind the history maker, Delta looking to topple the giant, topple the colossus, the Prodigy.
Oh, a bit of arrogance there by Tommy Knight, and Delta is going to crack straight in.
You see the irate expression on the Prodigy's face. Good God.
I can't believe it.
Delta not backing down. You see Delta relishes this opportunity, relishes the challenge, welcomes it. What in God's name is going to be happening over the next 5, 10, 15 minutes? This could go longer. We could be here all night.
Anything could happen here. These two are such forces. Obviously, Tommy Knight, one of the wrestlers of the last 2 or 3 years, one of the best wrestlers of the last 2 or 3 years. Then you could say that about Delta too.
Delta, a well-placed slap. I'll say it again. She slapped the head of the champion.
And now she's doing a little...
She did, I'm sorry.
And now she's doing a lap of honor. Tommy Knight is there. She's got a death wish.
I mean, again, there are certain competitors that you really shouldn't be messing with. You don't tug on Superman's cape, and you don't slap the champion in the
Credit to Delta, she's incredible, she's amazing. Me personally, I wouldn't be doing that to Tommy Knight.
You talk about champion's advantage, what about hometown advantage? Or more to the point, this venue, Lion Arts, I've said it, firmly behind Delta, leading her to a victory. And let's talk about that. If Delta comes away with a victory, we are guaranteed a new champion. We are guaranteed.
She's clearly lapping that up as well. She's loving the crowd interaction.
Now, well underway. Tommy Knight!
Oh!
Gargantuan power slam, catching Delta like she was a featherweight. Now taking a moment, you have to wonder what is going through the mind of Knight. Is he trying to formulate a plan? Is he visualizing victory right now? Does he just want to play with his food?
Does Tommy Knight ever have a plan? He's always just been the better wrestler or the stronger guy.
Oh my God! Again, I'm going to take you back to Bad Moon Rising. I spent half of that show with Tommy Knight right next to me. Tommy Knight was on the commentary table.
Yes.
I got an insight into this man. He is not just a brute force. He is not just a blunt instrument. This is a man who methodically studies each and every opponent.
He's cerebral.
Listen to this crowd here.
Oh, ramming him into the other side of the ring there.
Moving on. Attempting to impose her will on Tommy, but I think we're going to see launching once again. Oh! Punishing Delta. Punishing the challenger.
And Delta suddenly, I think she's realised what she's in for here. I think she had a feeling she already knew, but it's different when you're in the ring with the guy. It's a different breed.
This is a man who is taking the opportunity to pick fights with the audience, turning his back on Delta.
Wow, that's actually wild.
And now we hit the danger zone where Tommy,
Oh my God!
Tommy is in his element. Tommy is now going to sit back, relax, and just simply impose his will. Tommy Knight at his most dangerous. Tommy Knight
look at this.
at his most prominent. He has said it before. He said it. I am alone at the top of a mountain. I am not once in a generation. I am once.
That's right. What a statement to make, just to dispatch someone as highly regarded as Delta would be, just proof of that.
Well, this is the thing, is that how do you come up with a plan for Tommy Knight? Corndog did that. Corndog somehow had the key to unlock the door that is the defense.
Oh, look at that power! No!
But as soon as that happened once, Knight went away, he doubled down, and he dethroned Corndog.
Yeah, that's right. He came back looking twice as strong. If that's even... Look at this. Smart by Delta there.
Having a second there. Absolutely not. Maybe. I spoke too soon. Wobbly on the feet there. Maybe looking for a German. Delta Germaned the Prodigy.
Wow.
Flew him halfway across the ring, cast him aside.
That's a crazy statement to make. Two-time is a charm.
305 pounds lifted and discarded on the mat.
And she going for a third German suplex. And what a turnaround.
You talk about what needs to happen, what needs to be employed. Is this potentially the new key that has been cast?
God, Sean, he kicked out at one. He just kicked out at one. 3 German suplexes. The crowd was absolutely behind her. He just kicked out in 1 second.
And you have to, I have to say, Delta and Tommy actually look like the two competitors least injured in this context.
Yeah, they do look the cleanest as far as injuries and wear. We know that Ricky South, we don't even know if he'll be able to show up for the final.
Brainbuster.
Yes, here we go. This is what we want.
Potentially the beginning of the end here.
Didn't quite get it.
Just again, chopping at the knee, bringing Tommy down to size. Delta, 5'7", 170 pounds. A ferocious onslaught. I don't think I've ever seen that there. A spear that did not fell her opponent.
Wow, yeah, it didn't even fall down, Sean. It took the spear and he just went backwards a little bit.
Notice, unlike a lot of competitors that Tommy has had recently, Delta just keeps coming back.
And there it is, she still comes. Nearly.
She gets 3 Germans, a 1 count, hits him with a spear, doesn't fall him, hits him with another spear. Delta is undeniable.
Wow. Here we go, 3rd time's a charm.
Goes like a tree timber. We could be looking at a new combo.
Just the 2 count, Sean, just the 2.
Tommy Knight was a hair's breadth away from losing the title that sits in front of us here on the table.
3 spears prior to 3 German suplex.
Hodge, even if Tommy Knight comes away with a victory, he looks wounded. He looks felled.
It was genuinely 30 seconds ago we said both of these guys look in great nick. They look so crisp. I'm not sure we can say the same about Tommy Knight anymore.
Look at this stare down here. Tommy, Delta, one of these two will be going on into the finals to face off against Ricky South.
Oh, there we go.
Collision. Flurry of blows.
Oh.
Both will not be denied.
Great intelligence by Delta. Go with the low kick.
Caught here. Tommy Knight answering the call.
Oh! He nearly hit that lariat.
Cuts to the quick with a lariat of her own.
is a straight elbow. And that has hit Delta clean. No, it hasn't!
Delta, again, just has an answer for each one of Tommy's moves.
Whoa!
Oh my
Tommy!
God!
Spear!
1, 2, 3. Oh, he's called it now.
It's time, surely. It's the move that beat Bronson Reed.
Oh!
Brainbuster!
This could be it. 1, 2. Oh my God! Hodge.
She kicked out of the Brainbuster.
I cannot tell you. My memory's a little hazy, but there's not many people, if any, that have kicked out.
That could be the second time ever someone's kicked out of that Brainbuster.
Tommy Knight followed up a huge spear with the difference maker, the Brainbuster, and still Delta says no.
This is championship level stuff from Delta here. This is championship heart, championship guts from Delta at the moment.
Roll up!
Goes for the roll up!
Could be it!
Spear to the leg!
Tommy! Writhing in pain! Yelling, screaming! Delta needs to capitalize! Delta taking her time, unfortunately!
What's she gonna go here? Maybe a submission that would be intelligent.
Trying to move a 305-pound beast! Oh God.
Wow, look at that sort of... Oh!
No arms to block the blow. Delta just looking again.
Second time. Oh, those sidewalk stomps.
Just those unprotected shots. Tommy Knight's face smashing upon the ground. We talk about Ricky South's face. What about Tommy's eye? Good God.
Oh my God.
These uncomfortable blows.
Delta on the knee now. And this is looking like a formality at this stage.
You can see now, STF stepping over.
STF in the middle of the ring. That is a dangerous location.
But the champion is in trouble. The champion is in trouble.
The crowd telling him what to do.
Tommy Knight, look at the torque on that left leg there.
Wow, that is 90 degrees the wrong direction. And he has got to get to those ropes, Tommy Knight. This was his idea. This Conquest tournament was his idea. Delta readjusting.
Pulls him away, sees that Tommy was just short from there.
He's got a bit of hair extension on him.
Tommy's been ripping the hair, literally, out of Delta. What the hell do you do at this point?
I mean, he tried to get to the ring. It couldn't be done. Look at this determination, though. This is what he is. The Australian national champ. I thought he was going to tap them for a minute. There it is, rope break. And that is championship guts from Tommy Knight.
The tenacity of Tommy Knight to reach through the pain, crawl through the pain, to reach out an arm and prolong this match, prolong the suffering.
Again, she's really working that leg. What's that going to mean? As we get into this match, I was going to say, and this is a rope break.
Oh, up and over. Good.
And he can't hold her. He can't hold her up.
You've taken away the champion's ability to employ the brainbuster.
That's that left knee. And now he's begging. He's saying no more. He's saying no more. That's such an unusual call from Tommy Knight.
But he's in the middle of the ring this time. Nowhere to go. The crowd calling for a tap out.
He has to tap. He has nowhere else. Look at his strength. Look at that strength. My God. Oh, brutal. Brutal.
Slamming the head down over and over again. Tommy Knight just saved the match for himself, saved the title.
God, that display. That display.
Listen to the sound of the Lionhearts factory here, becoming unglued at the prospect of a new champion. Delta, Tommy Knight both struggling for their feet.
God, I can't believe watching this is such a brutal encounter. These guys came in such better shape than Ricky South, both of them, but there's no way now. As Delta looking to go for some sort of high-flying antics.
For a moonsault! Perfectly placed!
Oh, she hit it! Moonsault by Delta! That could be it!
A new champion will be
just a 2 count! Tommy cannot be stopped! I'm calling it! He cannot be beaten, this man!
3 spears, 2 STFs, a moonsault, unleashing her arsenal, an unbridled assault. Now looking,
oh my God!
We have not seen.
She's got him up for an F5. She actually has him up for an F5. Oh, they did it! Oh my God!
Matt,
what a lariat! Brain buster!
1, 2, 3. And the winner of this match, moving on to the finals, he is the Australian National Champion, the Prodigy, Tommy Dusk.
Your crown claimed your royal lapdog by your side, and the entirety of Wrestle Rampage stricken with fear. Everyone, except for me. I mean, did you really think you were the only one playing this game? Well, everyone's been concerned with you. I've been biding my time. I've been preparing for this moment, and now that I have my monster leash, it is time to act. So at Conquest, I am coming to take your crown. The Australian National Tag Team Championships. Amber, I'm going to remind you of something you seem to have forgotten. And that is that there are much more terrifying things in the dark.
take a break now from Conquest. Go for the Tag Team Championship.
That's exactly right. We don't even get an opportunity to take a break with something light, with something without stakes. The Australian National Tag Team Championships. Again, let us look back to Bad Moon Rising.
Yep.
When the titles were plunged into darkness, when Robby Hart and the Empress of Darkness those titles from the reigning champions, Lincoln Havok.
That's right. And there's a clear dynamic here with both of these teams. There seems to be a sort of leader and an apprentice dynamic going on, or a controlled one that you call it apprentice if you like.
It is the puppet master and the marionette dolls.
Yeah, exactly right. What's that about?
Bad Moon Rising, the very first time that Dusk and Pat were in a ring together. In a triple threat match, mind you, with Wreckin and Gibson. But that was the first time that Dusk, as he would put it, saw the potential.
That's right. He's had his eye on him where others didn't. He saw something in Pat, and why wouldn't you? Pat's if you can control that power, then you absolutely could use it for something.
There's just Ember.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Ember by herself is terrifying enough, but the ability to take someone like Robby Hart and revert him back to the darkest period of his Wrestle Rampage career, the darkest soul himself.
Yeah.
Unfathomable.
Yeah, we all thought they were done with the Darkest Soul period. We thought, Robby the Lionheart was back, but no, Darkest Soul re-emerged thanks to Amber, and Dusk wants it.
Dusk is calling for Amber. Puppet Master against Puppet Master here. You have to wonder exactly how does Dusk and Amber view each other. I mean, Dusk said it himself. There are scarier things in the darkness than you. Does Dusk feel like someone has taken his place in Wrestle Rampage away from him?
There is a bit of jealousy factor, isn't there? Whoa, Dusk over the top. I mean, there has to be, doesn't it? Come on! But I also think Dusk is genuinely deranged also.
It does bring up an interesting point where you really don't have the ability to get into the mind of Dusk the way you would other opponents that they have been able to do.
That's right. Yeah, that fear factor, mind you, I just don't think's there for Dusk. Pat's crazy, obviously, but Dusk himself, I don't think he's afraid here.
These are two teams that are cut from the same cloth, really.
For sure.
Both similar dynamics, similar mindsets. Both, you can talk about Amber and Dusk. They talk about it, and they talk about it a lot, but I'm still not entirely sure exactly what the end game is for either of these two people. Is it just chaos for chaos' sake, or is there some longer-term plan that we simply have not been made to do?
And that's the unusual part, isn't it? Like, what is the end game here? They do seem, wow.
Amber has found herself at the top of the tag team division. That's at least part one. Where do you go from here? Is it just to terrorize the rest of the roster?
Oh, Banshee, wail. And Dusk just smiles. You think in an alternate universe, in some sort of multiverse, these two are the tag team champions.
That's exactly right. For all intents and purposes, Amber and Dusk should be on the same side.
Well, I guess there's not much room in that hill of darkness, or in that darkness kingdom. There really can only be an Empress or a king.
Really, that may just be what it comes down to. Call it jealousy, call it ego, call it beating your chest against another alpha being, as it were.
Yeah.
I guess at the end it doesn't really matter. Now, Robby Hart smash mouth style, enveloping Dusk with his elbow.
No count just there. A stomp.
Moving away here, taking a point Pick apart Dusk.
Oh!
Robby Hart, so unnerving, so unpredictable. Really, all four of these competitors are people that you can't exactly plan for. Not fully, not completely.
That's right, it is hard to sort of get around them, isn't it? Because there's no relation.
Look at
that. What is going on with that?
Punishes. Oh! Smile wiped off of the face.
He was just giggling at the side of the ring there.
You would have thought.
Oh, gets his own back. Oh!
You would have thought that when Pat branched away from the family, from the Renegades, that he'd really be able to find his own. Honestly, I think Pat has just fractured into more people.
Sometimes me time is not good for people like him. What Pat needs is therapy.
Therapy. Everyone should have therapy, but Pat in particular.
Pat in particular. He'd be first on the list.
I do really envy the role of any therapist that has to have any one of these people on their couch.
Maybe he's tried it. And look at this. I mean, this is a wrestling match, Pat.
The scary thing is that Edward Dusk has kind of taken the role of therapist for Pat.
And that's the manipulation that we're so used to seeing from Edward Dusk. He's a manipulative individual.
Exactly right. The silver-tongued serpent himself, Dusk, has found a way to. I don't even know if he particularly is controlling Pat, more so just guiding his fury towards another individual that's not himself.
That's not him, yeah. And it takes quite the skill to do that. I don't know if you can call it a skill, more of a personality trait, a toxic personality trait.
Something to think about. We've been talking this entire night about what would happen if X becomes heavyweight champion, if X becomes heavyweight champion. Yeah. What if Pat and Dusk become a tag team champion?
I mean, it's a very real possibility. You know, Dusk, I've always thought, has underachieved in the ring here. I always thought he, as a singles competitor, probably deserved a championship run of some kind. So I believe he can do the same in the tag team title run. Now, whether he thinks that Pat is the right partner, he does. He's obviously looked. Time will tell.
Dusk has a knack for finding the people that hate him, that are idealistically opposed to him, and tries to win them onto his side. He tried it with Rat Daddy, he failed. He tried it with Pat, and at least so far, even if it's tenuously at best, succeeded.
Yeah, unusually as well. That's a sign of a true narcissist there by Edward Dusk, being able to control Pat somehow. Because I'm not even sure Pat was under control when he was with the Renegades.
No. Now, you see in full swing, inside the ring, we are seeing a different story. Manipulation and emotional and mental mind games aside, this is still a wrestling match. Robby Hart and Edward Dusk going at it, toe-to-toe, jockeying for position. At the end of the day, it is still going to take one pinfall, one submission to fell the other.
That's right.
Oh, good lord.
Wow, look at these combinations. And these have been in the ring. Oh. And Robby Hart now has been in the ring for quite some time.
Robby Hart, multi-title champion in his own right.
Oh, he's one of the best in the business. Only reason he wouldn't be in the Conquest tournament is because he is a tag team champion, so he's ineligible to be in it. But you don't want the sort of performance he would have put out in the Conquest tournament if he was to go in it himself.
Really, it seems that Robby Hart is just at the behest, at the beck and call of Amber. You can see this entire match. Amber's just been barking.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say the exact same thing. She just screams. Someone just giving Robby some choice advice there from the crowd.
You talk about Pat's time in the Renegades, always seemingly taking second fiddle to other members of the Renegades, being the enforcer of the group. And now, he hasn't really been able to pull himself. He's still under someone's thumb. And he's still, I think, the only person that can really hold him back is Robby Hart. He's still under someone's thumb. And he's still, I think, the only person that can really hold him back is Robby Hart. He's still under someone's thumb. And he's still
That's right, I would have thought he would have wanted to go on and be his own man, but apparently Edward Dusk's allure is too strong. Oh!
Now,
it's a dangerous position to be in if you're Robby Hart. You've been in the ring for a long time, and now you're in the corner of the challengers, and you've got to fight two of them off.
back into the corner here. Robby Hart in a dangerous position, needs to get himself away from this team. Exactly how we're looking to do it here.
Sling blade! Now, can you get a tag? Because that's what Robby Hart has to do now. He's been in the ring way too long.
Robby Hart flying.
There we go.
Amber being unleashed now. Pat. Amber.
Oh, what a high boot.
Taking out Amber Dusk and going straight after the unhinged menace.
Amber, such a little dynamite, like a bomb in a little package. So much power, so much speed, agility.
This is the advantage that someone like Amber has over everyone, is that the mystique aside, Amber is constantly underestimated.
Yeah, absolutely, because she doesn't, it's that squeal.
Oh, up and over! Oh! Flipping Pat through! Deftly!
Oh my God, those slaps, those hits!
Amber has taken Pat down. Pat is on one knee before the Empress of Darkness.
She's having a punch off with Pat. Think about it. Oh!
Slamming Pat down, which may just enrage the man even further at this point.
Whoa! Oh, there's gonna be wow!
Gosh! It's a spinning reverse DDT!
Oh, what a save by Dusk!
At the very last moment.
Oh, look at this.
You can see Robby Hart bent on the outside, didn't even have the opportunity to help his partner.
Nick Savage needs to get a control of this match here. Dusk is not legal.
Oh, up and
oh! Wow!
Planting Dusk straight on the top of his cranium, on his head, up and over, up and out.
And there's the tag, and Pat, unfortunately, there's no tag to make. Dusk has got himself sent directly out of the ring. And this is going to be brutal now.
You can see they're working together like a well-oiled machine.
I mean, these are the champions. Oh!
Double stop, taking Pat down. Again, looking for three. Oh.
It's the 2 count. But, you know, he'll be looking for a tag, and Dusk isn't there. He's just right in front of us at the moment. Dusk has got to get all the way around.
That's it. Legal man, Dusk is completely on the other side of the ring where he needs to be to have a legal tag.
Oh!
Face lock suplex. Now, hoisting Pat. Calling it.
Oh!
Well-placed strike.
Oh my God, that was extremely close.
Robby Hart finds himself sprawled over Pat, wondering what has to be done, but now I think a plan has been enacted. Something is in place, something has been called.
Pat at this stage is holding on for dear life, you gotta think. He's desperate to make a tag, but his tag team partner just isn't involved. Oh, spoke too soon.
Dusk here, giving Pat an opportunity to break the grip of the darkest soul here.
I gotta say, oh, Amber from the top!
Catches over!
Oh my God!
Belly to belly. Like a rag doll.
Just gonna say that. There's the tag that Pat so desperately needed. Dusk. Fluenting the rules of tag team matches, I have to say. Whoa. I'll tell you, Dusk is giving some choice advice to Nick Savage. He does not enjoy being talked at. I can't say I've had many conversations with Dusk, but there's a clothesline, and this match is starting to break down a little bit. Final cut there from Robby Hart. And Pat going for the, what a lariat, but we got Amber in a precarious position now, right from the top. Pat caught it. No, she hit him. Amber stands tall. As we see Dusk, almost with a poke to the ropes there. Oh, this is going to be, oh my God.
Good lord. Two count
though.
Amber having the presence of mind to get the shoulder up just barely. Just barely.
And now we got people all over the ring here.
Pat Graham.
Wow. He's not happy with that chant. Baby Pat.
Baby Pat. One way, it's not even Amber that's getting into the head of Pat, it's the audience members.
It's the audience, I'll tell you what. And there's Dusk. Clearly going to put him back in the game. You can't be letting some randoms from the crowd hit you like that.
Now, you can see Dusk commanding Pat, barking orders there. Once again, you're seeing orders flying left, right, and center, trying to rein in the rage of Pat here.
This does not look good for Amber, I got to say. Oh my God. That is too... Although she doesn't look scared at all. She doesn't look intimidated, she doesn't look bothered. This is almost exactly where she wants them.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place, but Amber will not be cornered, will not be denied here.
It's going to be the numbers game.
Good God. Looking here.
Oh, wow.
Amber is out. Amber is 100% out clean.
That is legal. No idea how she's going to get a pin here.
Oh, you saw the time that Pat took, just lethargic,
Yeah, that was that.
relishing it.
That was poor by Pat, honestly. If we're talking technique now, Pat needed to get on that pin immediately. Gave time for Robby Hart to save Amber there.
I mean,
perhaps costing the title.
And a Michinoku driver has now eliminated Dusk from the equation here, and now Pat's the one in trouble.
Pat is in a very dangerous position now as Amber. Oh!
Good God!
That wailing banshee from the top rope.
1, 2, 3.
A costly mistake, I have to believe, from Pat.
bitch, I'm on a rampage, mask on my damn face.
And we are underway quick. Didn't even get time to ring the bell there.
Good God! I don't know how peculiar that looks from you. From your point of view, I was pretty much told get the hell out of the ring.
Yeah, they wanted to fight. Word on the street. These guys were eyeing each other off backstage. They had to get out. They wanted to fight right now.
I was out there, Ricky South yelling out, get the hell out of here. Tommy Knight like a bat out of hell.
Wow.
No theatrics, no pomp, but the title. Make no mistake about it. This Australian National Championship is on the line right now.
Yeah,
this match is for real.
And this is, I mean, Tommy Knight is beat up. Ricky South is beat up. And they're in a precarious position here, a classic Lion Arts Factory precarious position, my God!
You have to be thinking, both these individuals have the same thing in mind, just trying to ride on that adrenaline, fight through the pain, not giving their bodies time to keep up.
That's so smart. That's so smart by Ricky South. He's obviously seen what Delta was just working, the left leg of Tommy Knight, the left leg. Obviously no time to recover, and Ricky South has had that scouted from the match before.
You see that leg lock applied here. Again, just torquing the leg. It's not quite an STF. Taking out the face lock and just going straight into that toe hold there. Tommy wisely just barely getting to the ropes here. And this is exactly it. While you don't have time to prepare for your opponent, you have time to sit backstage and watch the monitor.
That's right, see what happened, what sort of injuries have they sustained, what were they weak in? You know, nobody's beaten anyone clearly.
We've got Ricky South coming to the side here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay, he's going to take the belt.
Jesus.
All right.
He just took the belt straight away here. I don't think Alex even understands.
Oh, yeah, smart. Beautiful work by Alex Frost. Best in the business. He wasn't going to have a disqualification here. Ricky South does not care. Oh, no!
The hell?
Oh, no! Alex Frost is clean out!
What the hell just happened?
Oh, Ricky South is taking it on himself! My God!
Ricky South looking, I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point.
What do you mean, ref? What do you mean, ref? There is no other ref. Well, there is one more ref here, maybe. He's not going to come out.
Nick Savage, oh, he's still here.
Nick Savage, he's on the pay. He had Ricky South, this is rigged. Oh! What's the 2 count?
At first, honestly, I thought the example was ready to throw away the match. It was just a plan.
He had the ref ready to go. He had the ref ready to, he's hit a ref before. I don't think we have a third ref. Oh!
Wait a minute.
Brainbuster! What an assist! What an assist from referee Nick Savage! Oh, the 2 count. Way too early to hit a brainbuster.
If you're wondering how these men have to adjust for a third match, this is what happens. This is what the hell have we devolved into here?
I didn't know bringing your own ref was an option. Alex Frost is absolutely out.
Ricky South and Tommy Knight are putting out all stops. We haven't been going for 5 minutes, not even.
It's been so short. Referee Alex Frost at the moment has made his way out of
the ring. Oh my God!
Pile driver! And this could be it now, Sean. Oh, just the 2 count!
You thought we weren't even given a chance to breathe in the tag team match. This is a Tommy Knight style match.
This absolutely straight into the finish. You come out with a full special bar and hit finishes. He's going for a second one.
Ricky South up and over. And now again, I don't even have time to
He's going for another brainbuster.
But he's onto his feet.
He's actually got straight back up. Lariato.
My God, a lariat, a brainbuster.
Oh. Ricky South just bounced straight back up from that. He's going for a third brainbuster.
Working on autopilot.
Brainbuster again. Third time's a charm. Holy! He got him! Wow. What a barn burner!
And the winner of this match, the Conquest champion, and still Australian national champion, the Prodigy, Tommy.
What a performance by the champion. He invented his own tournament. And he beat everyone. And now he is the best.